Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here, coming at you today with a breakdown of our second preview clip for the event everyone is excited for this week, the Picard Season 3 finale. In all seriousness though, guys, watch Season 3 of Picard. It's been incredible. If you're a Next Gen fan, you have to check it out. But let's talk about the clip from Once and Always. So we got our second preview clip. This one's nothing like huge, nothing huge to break down, like no Easter eggs or anything. Just kind of a fun taste of the tone. A expansion on the scene from the juice bar where we have Zach and Rocky fighting the putties. They show up there and the putties are attacking it, and it turns out they're not just attacking the juice bar, they're attacking Min. As we see, Min is surrounded by putties. Honestly, there could be a scene like this later, but it would almost be more fitting if Billy were to rescue her in this scene, because it would be a cool parallel to the fact that Trini was always having to rescue his ass before. Maybe that'll happen later in the series, but I think, if I'm being honest, I think these guys are just there to protect the juice bar. They're like, oh, Min, you're here too? I just heard they were raiding the juice bar. We can't have this place under attack. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to like Min yet, but I do care about the juice bar more personally at this moment. I mean, the juice bar is pretty special. But in all seriousness, though, kind of a nice touch there, which honestly I assumed, just from the context of the trailer, that we were going to have the putties attacking the town, and these guys were just going to see them, go into the juice bar for whatever reason and go in there. So I didn't expect them to have someone to save. So kind of a nice touch there, and she adds a little something to the scene. But the main thing to talk about, really, again, for this is just the tone. You have Rocky and Zach fighting. Oh, big breakdown here, guys. This is important stuff. No, but it's a fun fight scene. It very much puts you right back in that MMPR mood, which I think this is what it's designed to do. But it just kind of, in my opinion, shows how successful at least portions of the special will be. From the actual martial arts fights with the Rangers in civilian form, and they're actually them, not stunt people being like, I'm going to fight these putties. And then they do this so the stunt guy can, come in. It's actually them fighting. We hear a little bit more of the score, just guitar riffs. It's not like they're playing Fight or 541 or something new. It's just guitar riffs, but it very much puts you back in that mood. Obviously, it looks a lot crisper, but it puts you right back in that moment. And it's like this weird feeling watching it, seeing them fight in the juice bar with the civilian fights and the flips like in the old days with the music. It puts me right back in this warm, nostalgic mood, but simultaneously I'm like, I'm excited to be back in this, but then afterwards I want to leave. I want to move past it. I don't know, that's a weird feeling I got from watching this. But it's really well done. And music-wise, just for a second, I really do hope, even though I'm not as obsessed with the Wasserman stuff as a lot of people, I really do hope we get maybe one or two songs in here that's not just riffs. Getting probably a new version of the theme after 15 new versions of the theme since Samurai will be nice, and the riffs will be nice, and I'm sure there'll be some Rita Repulsa notes and maybe some music that evokes kind of like what I call the juice bar theme. I'm sure we'll get that, but I think it would be great to get some actual music in there, just because it would be cool to maybe get a new version of an old favorite, like Fight or something. But I hope we get one, new one at least. Just because I think it would be neat to have a song done in the style of the old, Fight themes that's specifically for the 30th anniversary that we can look back on and say, that was made for Once and Always, and I think that would be cool. But anyway, back to the big clip breakdown. Again, nice stunt work here. Zach does some really cool flips. Rocky has some really amazing facial expressions. Zach pulls out the hip hop Kido, which is fun. That's totally expected, but I think it's a great little moment. A lot of fun with it, especially when Min calls it out. It's like, are you breakdance fighting? Also, the putties disintegrate vampire like Buffy style. They're like, pah! That sound they made when she would stab them? It was always really satisfying. Not the stabbing sound, but the pah! When the vampires disintegrated. Anyway, watch Buffy. A fun clip. I think it really shows the mood and the tone that this is going to set. It's really going to put you right back in that MMPR mood. And the last thing I just wanted to say was something I had sort of mentioned in the trailers is, it's not perfect, but I'm really impressed with how well they recreated at least a version of the juice bar set. It seems a little bit smaller and squished, but for the most part, it evokes the feel of it. There's kind of a comfort feel about that place. I think it's because it's kind of the place where all the wholesome scenes took place. And I don't know, I'm just really pleased with it. I like it more than the Command Center set. I was honestly curious when we saw the trailer if it was just going to be the juice bar set was just going to be what we saw, which was just 2-wall backdrop, and I'm happy that it's basically a full set. So I think they did a good job with that. So 1 or 2 more days before this, I'm looking forward to watching it. Of course, I will be reviewing it and putting the review out at some point during the day, but let me know what you guys thought of this clip. Did it put you in that MMPR mood? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.